Crafting. Once a seed's code has been cracked and its true form deciphered, the process shifts. We are no longer in the unbounded mode of discovery. A clear sense of direction has arisen. Often, unbeknownst to us, we find ourselves in the craft phase. Now comes the labor of building. We work to add to a foundation that has revealed itself through our experimentation. The lines have been drawn. Now we're filling in the colors. Where the earlier phases were more free and open-ended, the inspirations and ideas that appear now are more directly related to issues at hand. We are looking for a shape that fits a specific hole, whereas before we were just looking for shapes. In some ways, the craft phase is one of the least glamorous parts of the artist's job. There's creativity involved, but it often carries less of the magic of exploration and more of the labor of bricklaying. This is the point in the journey where some struggle to carry on. For now, we need to look away from the open field and turn toward a winding staircase 100 stories tall. A long, precarious climb lies ahead. We may be tempted to turn back and chase the thrill of feeling the light bulb flicker on above our heads. But the first two phases have little purpose or meaning on their own. Art may only exist, and the artist may only evolve by completing the work. How do we decide which experiment to craft? We continue to follow hints of excitement. Each one of us has to find our own path. If several directions seem captivating, consider crafting more than one experiment at a time. Working on several often brings about a healthy sense of detachment. When solely focused on one, it's easy to get tunnel vision. While it may appear projects moving in the right direction, we are too closely entwined with it to truly know. Stepping away and returning with fresh eyes brings clear insight into next steps. Switching to other projects will engage different muscles and patterns of thinking. These may shed light on paths otherwise unseen. And this may happen over the course of days, weeks, months, or years. Even in a single work session, moving between multiple projects can be helpful. There are also times when a single seed has so much power that you choose to focus on it exclusively, and that is your choice to make. In the experimentation phase, we planted the seed, watered it, and gave the resulting plant time to grow in the sun. We let nature take its course. Now in this third phase, we are bringing ourselves to the project to see what we can offer. This is one reason the boundary between experimentation and the craft phases isn't a linear progression. We often move back and forth between the two because sometimes what we add isn't as good as what nature is bringing. When we realize this, we stop and go back to where nature left off. Whereas the experimentation phase is about what the seed has to offer, now we are applying our filter. Reviewing the totality of our experience in the world and searching for connections. What does this remind us of? What can we measure against it? What does it relate to that we've noticed over the course of our lives? In this phase, we begin with a project that has naturally developed. We recognize potential in it, and we see what we can add, take away, or combine to further develop it. The craft phase is not just a building up, it is also a breaking down. The goal of developing the work can be accomplished through a pruning process of small cuts. We decide which details and directions might be removed so that more energy and focus can be used to feed the core elements. While the craft phase can be difficult, that is not always the case. There are some artists who focus is more on formalizing an idea than executing it. And in the case of some projects, outsourcing the craft phase is what's called for. Many of Andy Warhol's paintings were done by other artists and by machines, while he supplied the ideas and retained authorship. Some famous California rock bands of the 60s didn't play on their own albums, and some prolific authors just invent characters and storylines and leave it to other writers to fill out the prose. When it comes to performing these labor-intensive aspects of the process yourself, it is not a question of right or wrong. It's project dependent. Remain open to doing whatever it takes to make the art as good as it can be. Whether this means inserting yourself more into the details of the process or stepping further back from them. For some projects, an artist may feel it's necessary to be involved in all of the work. The physical act of crafting may give them a greater understanding of the art and more direct control over the details. Other projects may be better served if the artist acts as a maestro or designer in this phase, conducting the work of others. Crafting can be daunting. It's helpful to think of it as another opportunity for play. For some artists, crafting is their favorite part of the process. There is a natural joy and sense of accomplishment in following a set of instructions to create something beautiful, to create something physical and beautiful. The love and care they put into this phase can be clearly recognized in the final work.